Greetings everybody out there in YouTube. This is Daywalker225XXXX. And this video is pretty much going to be a rant. It's going to be me expressing my feelings about something that I saw on the internet the other day. It was a guy that's actually a defensive end for Miami. A guy named Philip Merling of Broward County. He's 6'5", weighs 305 pounds. You know, pretty big guy. You know, pretty big guy. And he decided to haul off and hit his pregnant girlfriend. You know, basically beat the shit out of her. You know, as far as I'm concerned, you know, why? You know, I've heard this bullshit that, you know, Chris Brown was justified in hitting Rihanna because she hit him first. So does that mean that if she hit him first, this pregnant woman hit him first, that, you know, it's okay for a 6'5", 300-pound man to just brutalize a female? Is that what you ladies saying? Huh? Or is it you gonna let somebody that's light in the loafers and cute and can sing and this, that, like Chris Brown, he gets a pass? Which is it? Because you can't have it both ways. You know, you can't have it both ways. If you're gonna jump on this guy for beating up a female, then you need to jump on Chris Brown for doing the same thing. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think any man needs to be hitting on a female regardless of the fact. You know, if it's to the point where you figure you need to ball up your fists and haul off and hit a female, you know what you need to do? Leave. Get away from her. That's the first thing you need to do. Get away from a female that's getting on your nerves and pushing your buttons to the point where you feel you need to haul off and hit her ass. I've dealt with plenty of irate females myself. I've dealt with females that have gotten mad over something as simple as, you know, me being late picking them up for a date because I was caught in traffic, all the way up to, yeah, me cheating on them. You know, I've cheated on a girl or two. You know, I did. Not saying that it's the best thing or it's right to do, but I've done it. You know, I have done it, and the whole point and the fact is, females getting irate, get away from her. Get away from her, because violence you'll never see violence de-escalate until you remove yourself from it. You know, violence begets violence always. If somebody's mad, yelling and screaming, they're gonna push, they're gonna cuss, they're gonna fuss, and somebody has to be the voice of reason. Somebody has to be intelligent in the situation, and somebody has to be the one to diffuse it. You know, if you don't do it, the police will do it for you, and there's no sense in going to jail over something that can be avoided. You know, but at the same time, for a 6'5", 305-pound man to haul off and bust a female in the face, that's just wrong. You know. And then he's a defensive end. I mean, this man literally gets paid to get into a brawl every time a football is snapped. Every time they get down and they blow that whistle and that ball gets snapped, he is in a fight. A literal fight. I mean, these men, if anybody that's played football can already tell you, when you're in the pit, you're doing anything and everything you can to gain inches. Not even yards. A lot of the time, inches. Inches. That's all you're trying to get. You know, if you can force the offense back, that's what you're trying to do. If you can force the defense back, that's what you're trying to do. But it doesn't matter either way. You know, you're trying to overcome your opposition by any means you can. And don't get me wrong, I've seen guys get bit. I've seen guys get fingers poked in their eyes. I've seen guys punch each other in the nuts. You name it, I've seen it. you know. And these are grown men doing that to each other. Imagine a woman doing that, you know. Imagine them doing that to a woman, you know. But the excuse that killed me. Oh, she hit him first. Oh, it's all her fault. Oh, well, a woman needs to understand that if a man goes off and she goes off and hits a man, that, you know, he might hit her back. You know what? No. Because it's really easy for a man to hurt or injure or possibly even kill a female out of anger. You know. Adrenaline doesn't work that way. You know, when you get upset and when you're amped up and you're hyped up, you're stronger than what you are normally. Like me just sitting right here normally, the average person doesn't go to the gym a lot, but I do. I'm 5'11" and I weigh 205 pounds, and I went to the gym. God, let's see, I want to say today's Thursday. I went to the gym Monday and I worked out, and I was just playing around trying to see what I could max out. But I was able to max out at 450 pounds, you know. And I can routinely squat right around 675, 700 pounds. You know, I'm not a weak guy by anybody's standards. You know, if I really wanted to hurt someone, I probably could. You know, and I do martial arts. I boxed, I wrestled, I did a lot of things. And, you know, I taught hand-to-hand combat too. But the thing is it right for me to take my 205-pound ass, get mad at a woman, you know, that might weigh 115, 125, 135, 140 pounds. Heck, I'll even go as high as 160 pounds. I'll throw that in there. 160 pounds. My 205-pound ass hauling off and decking a 160-pound woman. Do you honestly think that that's right? Even if she hit me first, that I wouldn't severely hurt her or injure her? Yeah. I mean, you ladies really need to rethink that, you know, and that's only 40 pounds. Yeah. A guy that weighs 20 pounds more than the average female is a lot stronger than she is. Even if she is hyped up, even if she is fueled by adrenaline, even if she is upset or mad or whatever, it doesn't matter. A man is going to overpower you. I've even seen guys that are smaller than females overpower them and hurt them. It's not hard for a man to do that. You know, particularly one that knows how to fight. It just isn't. You know. But at the same time, you know, you ladies need to understand, and especially the men need to understand that, you know, hauling off and hitting a female, and don't get me wrong, there's plenty of things women do to make men upset and make them mad, and, you know, there's justifications on either side. You know, you can say, yeah, I'm justified because she did this, or she cheated on me, or she did, or whatever. It doesn't make a difference. It still doesn't make it right. Just because you can do something, it doesn't make it right. You know. And that's what I'm trying to get a lot of people to understand. You know, and also, if it's to the point where you feel you need to hit a female, it's best to just leave her alone. At least until you calm down. And if it's to the point where you can't talk to each other or you can't get along, then you should go your separate ways. You know, I've been in relationships with females where, you know, all we would do is fucking fight. We get into a fucking argument, you know, have make-up sex, and then a couple days go by, we're arguing over something else again, and the cycle's repeating itself. And it's like nothing's getting accomplished here. So if nothing's getting accomplished with you two being together, you need to part ways. You know, that's my advice anyways. You know, feel free to comment on what I said, everyone. I'm glad you took the time to see my vid, and once again, this is Daywalker225XXXX signing out. Peace, you two. Y'all have a good one.